Hi, family. Welcome back to Your Relationship with You. I'm so excited to speak with you all today because today I want to talk about what will you decide? What will you decide? Um, this is derived from a couple of places, so I want to go back a little bit and then I want to, go on into our message. So on Friday, I had a conversation with a dear loved one about a decision, right? Like, what decision will you make? A lot of times, a lot of times, our life, our deliverance, our salvation, our sanctification, our state of being, our prospering, all of those types of things are oftentimes a result of a decision. And make no mistake, not deciding is still deciding. Okay? Let's be very, very clear on that. So, when we talk about decisions, right? Today, my apostle Deidre Dixon, she started a message saying, giving the definition of decide, DECIDE. And when I tell you it was so timely because it confirmed this conversation that I had on Friday. So, and you can Google this. DE is defined by to remove, the removal of something. And then CIDE is defined as the act of killing. And you see this in suicide, homicide, pesticide. The act of killing. So when you decide something, you are removing something and killing something. You understand? So when you decide to choose Jesus, that means that you're killing off your flesh. The Bible tells us to crucify our flesh daily. Do you understand what I'm saying? Crucify our flesh daily. Decide daily. Joshua put it this way: decide you this day whom you will serve. Because that's the thing, you guys. If you think you're not deciding, again, that's very much a decision. Anything outside of choosing God is choosing death. Be very, very clear about that. You're choosing death. And this is why. The Bible tells us the enemy comes but to steal, kill, and destroy. Right? Kill, steal, and destroy. We know that. It's very popular. We know this. But sometimes we have a hard time understanding what it means in actual, when it's played out, what it looks like to kill, steal, and destroy. So if you decide to be on the fence of your salvation, to be lukewarm instead of hot or cold, then you are deciding to kill off peace. You're deciding to kill off or remove, again, kill off or remove peace, to remove or kill off sanctification, to kill off and remove the fruit of the Spirit. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Like, you deciding not to fully surrender to God, our Heavenly Father, you are killing peace in your life. You're removing peace in your life, because the Bible gives us a clear example of what it means to live for God and or not, right? To fulfill the lust of the flesh versus the fruit of the Spirit. So if the fruit of the Spirit is love, gentleness, peace, meekness, kindness, things of that nature, all these wonderful feelings and states of being, instead you want to usher in anxiety and depression and lustful thinking and selfishness and all of lasciviousness. Like, this is what you're choosing, because you're choosing not to remove and kill it from your life. Are we clear on that? If you don't kill that which is separating you from God, then you are choosing to keep it involved in that. And God says you will not serve two masters. You cannot. Because you will love the one and despise the other, or despise the one and love the other. That's just what it is. And some of us are choosing to hate God because we're choosing not to remove and kill the enemy in our life. And I hate to say that so matter of fact, but it's really that simple. Because you refuse to remove and kill that which is hindering your walk, the Bible tells us to lay aside every weight and sin that easily besets us. There are some things, some behaviors, and some habits that we have that are not sinful, but they are weights that will beset us. And because we choose not to remove them, even though that's what the Bible tells us to do, we are removing and killing our closeness, our relationship with God. Do you understand that? There is safety in God's will. Because anything that He brings you to, He will join you in or deliver you out of. We see this in the book of Daniel. Two examples. You have the 3 Hebrew boys that was told to bow down and worship the image of Nebuchadnezzar, and they said, nah, we're not going to do that because that goes against what God has told us to do, that we shall have no other idols before Him, right? That means they made a decision. You understand? They removed and killed idolatry in that moment. Jesus, that's good. And what was the result? They were sustained in the midst of the fire. God didn't say that y'all won't have to go into the fire. They went into the fire, but they were not consumed. He joined them in the fire. You understand? Then Daniel, in the same way, I'm going to pray to my God because that's my decision. Because when I pray to Him, I kill and remove that which would beset me and that which would trip me up and ensnare me in the world. We are in a wicked land. Do you understand me? We are in a wicked land. And if you are not actively removing and killing those things that are against God, deciding to choose God daily, then you are absolutely choosing the alternative, which is hell. It's hell. Daniel said, I gotta talk to God every day. I have to seek His face every day. It is the air I breathe. I have to talk to Him every day, multiple times a day. Multiple times. And anything that stops me, oh well. Right? And so he goes in the lion's den. God did not stop him from going in the lion's den, but he closed their mouths. Do you understand? God is going to allow you to be in certain situations. Believe that. You're going to be in certain situations, and it just is what it is. But God is right there with you. He provides the way of escape because there is safety in His will. When you are doing the will of God, there is provision and safety and Lord, you're going to make it through. But some of us don't believe that for a few reasons. For one, the Bible says that faith comes by hearing, hearing by the word. You're not in the word, so your faith can't grow. Right? So if your faith can't grow, then you can't believe what God said, and then you don't know what God said because you're not in the word. You understand? We must decide to kill and remove everything that's not like God in our life. Choose ye this day whom you will serve. Choose ye this day. Because the alternative is not worth having. The alternative is not worth having. So that's what I have for y'all today. Y'all be blessed. Be a blessing to others. Get my book, Your Relationship with You. It is in the link in the description. And I will talk to you all very soon. Bye, y'all.